And we are live. Hey, everybody. Hola. How's everybody doing today? It is good to be with you.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo están todos el día de hoy? Estamos por comenzar el día de hoy.
I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We are going to give it just about 1 to 2 minutes here to let everybody get on the line. Sorry, we are running a couple of minutes behind. We were just running into some technological difficulties.
Lo siento, las personas que recién se están, lo siento por la hora, hemos tenido unas pequeñas complicaciones técnicas, pero ya estamos listos para comenzar.
Which is a little normal. It's always interesting when you're dealing with technology. So we're excited to be here with you. We've got a great training lined up. We're also going to be broadcasting live here on Periscope. So tell your friends and contacts if they can't get on the Google Hangout, they can also join us here on Periscope as well.
Entonces, pásenle la voz a todos. De hecho, es muy interesante lo que pasa cada martes que sufrimos con la tecnología, pero así es con la tecnología. Estamos sujetos a ella y esperamos que todos se conecten de una vez.
Sergio, my friend, how are you? How are things going for you, buddy?
Travis me está preguntando cómo estoy. Buddy, I'm awesome right now. I'm actually very excited. You know, last week we implemented a new system, a new mailing system for other teams. So we all get connected. We all get the information. We all get the trainings on time. And we're just improving our method of promoting our event, our training. So that's awesome. It's working wonders right now.
Outstanding. Well, listen, I want to be the first to congratulate everybody in Peru for an outstanding month. We finished the month by doubling more than the volume than we did in the previous month from, what is that, August to September. So enrollments are up. The volume was up by 100%. So I want to congratulate everybody.
Bueno, felicitaciones porque superaron la meta, el doble de la meta de lo que hicimos el mes de agosto en relación a septiembre. Así que a todos. Ha sido un trabajo de todos. Nos están felicitando, así que aplausos, aplausos.
Yeah, and I understand that there have been some exciting new promotions that have come up here recently. Why don't we talk a little bit about some of the promotions that just came out? So first of all, we have an exciting Shoot for Sapphire promotion, which pays a $6,000 bonus for anyone that can go Sapphire in Latin America between October 1st and November 31st. I'm excited about that.
Entonces, ¿por qué no comenzamos a hablar de las promociones de este mes? Tenemos hoy en día una nueva carrera para el Zafiro. Como lo anunciamos en el entrenamiento el día domingo, cada persona que se vuelve al rango Zafiro y llegue a una cantidad de volumen, se lleva un bono de $6,000. Esto está impresionante, está como para comenzar el mes de la manera correcta.
Yeah, and also we've got the Peru trip going on as well, correct, Sergi? Or not Peru trip, the Jamaica trip. Who wants to go on a cruise to Jamaica? How cool would that be, to be able to spend some time traveling, heading down to Jamaica with your teams? How fun would that be?
¿Y qué les parece sobre el evento que tenemos para Jamaica? Del 23 al 27 de enero tenemos ese incentivo, el Se Viaja a Jamaica, que está algo espectacular. ¿Qué les parecería a ustedes irse con sus equipos a Jamaica, un evento todo incluido? ¿Ah? ¿Cómo suena eso?
So very exciting things going on in Peru. So Sergio, tell me, what are your State of the Union? What's exciting right now? Tell me some of the things that you're excited about for the month of October.
Así que Travis me está preguntando qué cosas me parecen que van a venir ahorita para el mes de octubre, qué me emociona, qué se viene. Well, Travis, first of all, you know, as I told you before, there's Diego. Hola, Diego, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, Diego, welcome. You, my friends.
So Diego is with people from Chiclayo, and what's exciting about this month? ¿Qué es emocionante para este mes? Les tengo asegurados que vamos a tener por lo menos una fecha en un centro de convenciones este mes. I was telling people that I'm excited to tell them that at least we will be in one convention at a hotel in this month. I can assure everyone in the team that we will have our first hotel convention. I've been looking for places all over, and I think we may have just found the right spot and the right place. So this will be the start of the massive action, massive take.
Good. Well, I'm excited for that, and I want to welcome our friends, Diego and everybody from Chiclayo. It is good to see you. How are you guys doing this evening?
¿Cómo está la gente de Chiclayo? Aquí está Diego con nosotros. Queremos
Muy bien,
saber
bro, todo está. Me voy a poner audífonos porque no escucho nada.
So for those of you on Periscope, we've got people coming in from Chiclayo, we've got people coming in from Lima, Peru, we've got people that have full parties going on, and people are tuning in from all over the country of Peru. And I want to make an announcement, Sergio. We are going to extend this training to all of Latin America beginning next week. We've got some teams that are starting to pop up. We've got some teams that are of interest in Colombia. We have some teams that are starting to grow down in Mexico. So we are going to open this up to all of Latin America with Spanish translation every Tuesday night. So we're going to be seeing the numbers growing here on this mentorship call.
Y el anuncio que nos quiere hacer Travis ahorita es que vamos a extender esta llamada para gente de Colombia, gente de Latinoamérica, gente de todo Latinoamérica. Hay equipos que están comenzando ya a aflorar en Colombia, un equipo ya consolidado en México, así que vamos a tener traducción en vivo todos los días martes para poder compartir este escenario con otra gente de Latinoamérica. Está increíble.
So let's get into tonight's training. Tonight's training, and for those of you that are watching on Periscope, this is all about Latin America tonight. The promotions that we're going to be talking about don't necessarily apply in North America. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Shoot for Sapphire promotion that again is currently running from October 1st to November 30th.
Entonces, el día de hoy vamos a comenzar con hablar un poco de la promoción del Zafiro y los $6,000 y el viaje a Jamaica. Para las personas que están en Estados Unidos, obviamente esta promoción no cuenta, pero para todos los de Latinoamérica sí, así que vamos a basar el entrenamiento del día de hoy, para los que están conectados en Periscope, sobre el lanzamiento de esta nueva promoción de este mes.
I want everybody to just, let's go on, let's dream build a little bit for a moment. I want everybody to just think about what would $6,000 do for you and your family, if you were to get that check a couple of weeks before Christmas. How would that make a difference for your family?
Quiero que piensen un ratito. Esos $6,000, este bono, ¿cómo afectaría a sus vidas? ¿Cómo afectaría a sus familias? Ese cheque 2 semanas antes de Navidad, ¿cómo cambiaría las cosas?
What would you do? Where would you go? How would that make a difference for your children, for your family? I mean, would that, would you travel? Would you go somewhere? Would you pay off some debt? Would you make this the best Christmas ever? I really want everybody to take some time tonight, and I want you to write out what exactly would you do if you qualified for the summer, for the Sapphires promotion that's going on here for the fall.
Quiero que tomes un tiempo para pensar qué harías con ese cheque de $6,000. ¿A quién le regalarías algo? ¿A qué deudas pagarías? De hecho, me encantaría que tomes una hoja con un papel y un lapicero y que anotes la lista de cosas que harías o que estarías dispuesto a hacer si ese cheque de $6,000 estuviera en tu mano.
It all comes down to a decision. When we make a decision, a true decision, the only way that we can measure that we've made a true decision is the action that follows.
Quiero que pienses primero y que tomes una decisión sobre si lo quieres tener. Porque cuando tomas una decisión, hay una acción que sigue esa decisión.
So tonight, we're going to be talking about what those actions look like. What do you need to do to hit Sapphire in the next 60 days? And I want everybody to understand that this is a commitment. You can't just coast by and hit Sapphire. You can't just stumble into hitting Sapphire. It has to be deliberate, on purpose, with intention.
Y el día de hoy vamos a hablar de cómo calificar al Zafiro en estos 2 meses. Y quiero que tengas en claro algo. El zafiro no va a llegar porque llega. Tú tienes que tener la intención de llegar al zafiro y tienes que planificar tu meta para llegar al zafiro. No va a llegar de la noche a la mañana y no va a llegar de un día para otro.
What I want you guys to understand is that there's not one person that's watching this tonight that is a product of their circumstances. We are all a product of our decisions, period.
Quiero que entiendan algo. No hay ninguna persona que esté conectada el día de hoy que sea producto de sus circunstancias. Todos somos producto de nuestras decisiones.
I want everyone to understand that God has something better in store for each and every one of you.
El universo tiene algo ahí esperándonos. Algo ahí guardado para nosotros siempre.
And there's the universe has a way of delivering. Once we make a decision, the universe starts to conspire. Things start to line up to make that decision come true.
Y realmente el universo se alinea cuando uno toma una decisión y está seguro de ella, hacia el rumbo al que quiere llegar. Las cosas se comienzan a alinear. El universo conspira para llegar a donde queremos llegar.
So the first thing that we have to do is we have to understand the rank system, and we have to understand what it really means to go Sapphire. We have to understand what that means and what that looks like.
Y lo primero que hay que hacer es entender cómo funciona el sistema de rangos y entender qué significa llegar a Zafiro. ¿Qué necesito yo para llegar ahí?
So the first step in this entire promotion, and I'm going to challenge every single one of you to do this, and I'm going to give you until Sunday night to make it happen, is I am going to challenge you. Sorry, we've got a little bit of feedback noise here. It's the beauty of doing business from home, right? I'm going to challenge every single one of you to become an executive between now and Sunday night at midnight. That is the first step in becoming a Sapphire, is you have to become an executive.
Y el primer paso para llegar a esta promoción, y de hecho es el primer objetivo y la primera meta que queremos, a la que queremos retarnos, es a llegar al rango de ejecutivo hacia el día domingo a las 12 de la noche.
And the way that we do that is by, number one, becoming a distributor.
Y la manera correcta de llegar a esto es primero ser un ejecutivo,
Which means that we have signed up, we have placed our activation order, we've enrolled as a member for $29 in Latin America.
y esto implica tener, obviamente, tu reconsumo activo, haber hecho una compra de producto, tener tu producto contigo.
And then once you've done that, then you have to personally enroll 2 distributors, one in each team, one on your left side and one on your right side, who have generated at least 100 in personal volume within a month.
Y lo segundo para ser de tu ejecutivo es haber enrolado a 2 personas, una persona por tu lado izquierdo, una por tu lado derecho, en el presente mes y que hayan hecho por lo menos 100 puntos de volumen. En otras palabras, que hayan comprado un paquete básico.
We're going to talk about some different ways that you can do that for a moment, but it's absolutely essential that when we put a plan in place to go Sapphire in 60 days, that you stay on the plan. The key to success is following the proven plan of success. And so you have to road map this out over the next 8 weeks, and each week you have to stay on point.
Y la manera más fácil, o de hecho no más fácil, la única manera de poder pegar a Zafiro en esos 2 meses es que sigas este plan. Te garantizamos que si tú sigues este plan, vas a llegar a la meta, pero tienes que seguirlo al pie de la letra. Si no lo sigues al pie de la letra, no vas a llegar.
That means everybody that's watching right now has to make a commitment, if you haven't done so already, to go executive between now and Sunday at midnight. You have to go get one on your left, one on your right. It's essential for you to stay on track to hitting Sapphire.
Es necesario, demasiado necesario, que tú sigas el plan al pie de la letra para poder llegar. Y si hablamos de ese desafío de hacerse ejecutivo, es porque es parte del plan. Tenemos hasta el domingo a las 12 de la noche para hacernos ejecutivos, para iniciar este plan y esta carrera del Zafiro.
Escúchame.
Bro, se fue Travis.
Pero no es solo taller, porque ustedes no han dado taller desde hace meses.
¿Aló?
No, pero
¿Llegó?
pasado taller.
Oye, sí,
¿Se fue
escucha.
Travis?
Sí, se fue Travis.
Espérate. Chicos, perdónenos un segundo, tenemos una pequeña interrupción.
Te juro que no. Solo que me...
Tenemos una interrupción, así que vamos a esperar unos minutos a que vuelva Travis.
Did you miss me?
Yes, we did. What happened,
sorry.
brother?
So some little technical difficulties, but we're back. So we're talking about going out and getting those first two people. And once you've got those first two people, Sergio, then the next step is you have to help your two new prospects go executive within their first 72 hours. That's step number 2.
Y el paso número 2, siendo el paso número 1, recapitulando un poco, es hacerse ejecutivo hasta el domingo en la noche, es que luego del domingo en la noche, máximo 72 horas después, logres que estos dos ejecutivos de tu equipo lleguen también al rango de ejecutivo.
So again, to recap, step number 1 is to go executive. We're going to put one on our left team, one on our right team. Step number 2 is we're going to help those two people become an executive by doing the exact same thing within their first 72 hours of enrolling.
Repito, lo que hay que hacer es, una vez que yo me hago ejecutivo para el domingo a las 12 de la noche, yo tengo máximo 72 horas de acuerdo a nuestro plan para poder lograr que esas personas se vuelvan ejecutivos también en esas 72 horas.
So essentially what you've done is you have one in each leg who has ordered 100 PV, and now you've helped those two people do the exact same thing. That's essentially what we've done.
Entonces lo que estamos haciendo esencialmente es haciendo que esas dos personas que han enrolado a sus patrocinados hagan una orden de 100 puntos de volumen cada uno.
And by the end of next week, your goal is to go find 2 more people to go Jade. We call that Jade. So your goal is essentially to go and find 2 more people. So now you've got 4 front level. Actually, we haven't gone Jade yet. You've got 4 people total. So what you've done is you've sponsored 2, helped them go executive, and now you're going to go sponsor 2 more.
Y la tercera semana lo que vamos a hacer es vamos a patrocinar a 2 personas más y ayudarlas. Perdón, la tercera semana solamente vamos a patrocinar a 2 personas más.
Now, once you have 4 personals that you've sponsored, and the key is you've got to get this done. You've got to go executive by this week. You've got to have 4 personals by next week. And the key, once you've done that, is you've got to help all of those front lines become executives. You want to become an executive factory. So in essence, you're getting 4 people, and you're helping each one of them get one on their left and one on their right. And you got to do this with a sense of urgency. You've got to do this. Success loves speed in this case.
Y lo esencial, recuerda es que en esas 3 semanas primeras tú vas a terminar afiliando 4 personas y tienes que volverte una máquina de crear ejecutivos. Tienes que tener la capacidad y la urgencia, generar la urgencia en esas otras personas para que lleguen en esas semanas al rango de ejecutivo. Tienes que ser así de rápido, así de veloz y con ese sentido de urgencia.
Now, if I want to go sponsor 2 people a week, the minimum that I can go out and share the plan, minimum, is really 10 times in a week, which is really, if I'm working 5 days a week, it's 2 a day. Or if I'm only working on weekends, then I've got to get busy. And again, remember, this is if you want to become a Sapphire. This is if you want to make a $6,000 bonus in the next 8 weeks. So you're going to have to work for it. So minimum, you've got to show the plan 10 times per week.
Y mínimo lo que tienes que hacer es presentar el plan unas 10 veces por semana. Ojo, recordemos que esto solamente es para aquellas personas que tienen la urgencia de llegar al Zafiro en esos 60 días. Nada más que eso. No es el plan convencional, es un plan de urgencia, es un plan de apuro, es un plan en el cual estamos enfocados en una meta. Llegar al Zafiro y llegar al plan de llegar al bono de $6,000.
So here's the good news. The good news is that you can start somebody out on a $29 membership and start them off on a $199 experience pack, and that does qualify them as a 100 PV qualified. So we can focus on just moving experience packs here.
Y acuérdate que sí podemos apuntar a manejar el paquete de experiencia, el paquete de $100. Hey Travis, before you keep going on, I must tell you something. I think you're missing, by the way. If you're already a Jade or a lower level, your requirement to qualify for this promotion, it's you gotta make 11,250 volume, all right?
It's different depending on what your rank is. So I'm starting from the very beginning for people that are brand new. I will come back and talk
I know.
for those that are not.
I just letting you know that for people that are with no rank at all right now, that are executives, they still gotta make 11,250.
That's 11,250 under Jade, 13,125 personal group.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Don't worry.
All right.
So just to go back to that point here real quickly, the key is that it all comes back to committing to sharing the plan, and you've got to commit to sharing the plan 10 times a week. The good news is that the $29 activation for becoming a member in the $199 experience pack does count.
Entonces, nuestro objetivo es mover el paquete de 100 puntos de volumen. Podemos moverlo, nos sirve para moverlo. Y vamos a aprovechar al máximo esto. Paquete de $30 más el paquete de $199, es decir, un paquete básico de $270 en total para Perú. Ese es el paquete al que hay que apuntar ahorita.
Now, there are a couple, as Sergio was just referencing, there are a couple of other qualifications that you do have to pay attention to. One of those qualifications is that you have to have a minimum of 3 on one side. So you can't put everybody down one leg. You have to have a minimum of 3 personals on one side.
Y, ojo, hay ciertas condiciones para poder calificar. Recuerda que tienes que tener mínimo 3 ejecutivos hacia un lado y lo demás hacia el otro. No puedes ponerlos todos hacia una sola línea.
Now, if you are under the rank of Jade, which means you are an executive, you haven't gone Jade yet, the personal group volume, which is your enrollment tree, you have to have a total minimum of 11,250 in total group volume as well. So that's new volume that's coming into your business.
Entonces, recuerda que si tú eres ejecutivo Jade o menor, debes sí o sí hacer un volumen de 11,250 puntos.
If you are a Jade, you have to have a total of 13,125 in personal group volume to be able to qualify.
Si eres un ejecutivo Jade, tú tienes que hacer 13,000 puntos de volumen para poder calificar este bono.
And if you're a Pearl or above, you have to have 15,000 in new personal group volume, in addition to 12 personally enrolled executives.
Y finalmente, si eres un ejecutivo Perla, debes tener 15,000 puntos de volumen, muy aparte de tu calificación.
So Sergio brought up a great point. You can use the experience packs to qualify for your 12, but you still have to hit the group volume requirements under Jade or Jade, or Pearl, you still have to hit those group volume requirements in addition to those 12 personally sponsored executives.
Entonces recuerda que más allá de solamente llegar al Zafiro, fíjate muy bien qué paquete promueves también, porque el requisito para poder llevarte este rango, este bono, perdón, es que llegues al volumen requerido para calificar.
So again, it really comes back to your appointment book and your calendar. Somebody that's going to qualify for this bonus is going to do it on purpose. They're going to be working with their appointment book, and their number one objective over the next 8 weeks is to fill their appointment book with as many appointments with demonstrations and as many appointments as they can with presentations to make this happen.
El único foco, les digo nuevamente, es lograr que esto suceda. Es llegar a este bono de $6,000 y solo van a llegar si se lo proponen como una consecuencia de sus acciones. Hay que trabajar para que esto llegue.
So the question you have to ask yourself, and this is really what I would encourage you guys to do, every one of you needs to sit down today, tonight, if you're going to run for the Sapphire promotion, and you need to make a new list. You need to start from scratch.
Travis, I got myself interrupted. Can you please repeat, please?
Anyone that's really going to run for Sapphire needs to start today, and the first thing that they should do tonight is create a brand new list.
Todos los que quieran llegar al bono de Zafiro tienen un objetivo ahorita o una misión, y es crear una nueva lista el día de hoy para comenzar y ponerse a trabajar ya.
When you're putting together a list, here's a tip. Never prejudge anyone.
Cuando haces una lista, te voy a dar un consejo. Nunca juzgues a la gente, nunca la prejuzgues. No tengas prejuicios.
The reason why is because the people that you think sometimes will do this business don't, and the people that you thought would never do this business are interested. So the reality is we can't prejudge anybody.
Hay mucha gente a la que le presentamos este negocio que realmente si nos pusiéramos a analizar, de repente no les hubiera interesado. Pero deja que la oportunidad o deja que la gente sea la que responde frente a nuestra presentación y no al revés.
So I'm going to help you kind of put together a list here real quickly. I'm going to help you just get started, and then I'll show you how you can expand on that list from there. But I would encourage all of you that are watching right now to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to just go through this process with me, and we're going to do it real quick.
Entonces vamos a hacer un pequeño repaso de cómo consolidar esta lista de gente que vamos a contactar en estos próximos días.
So the first question that I would ask you is, who do you know right now that is financially stable? Who do you know that is, they've got a good job, they're able to support their family, they are career-oriented? I want you to write down 5 names. Who do you know that's financially stable, career-oriented, they have a good job, they're stable?
¿A quién conoces el día de hoy que tiene una carrera, que es estable económicamente? Quiero que en ese momento te pongas a hacer esta lista conmigo y que llegues por lo menos a la cifra de 5 nombres.
Okay, so I'm going to give everybody here just about 60 seconds, no more than 60 seconds to work on this, but I want you to just write down 5 names, people that are financially stable, people that are career-oriented, they have good jobs, you know, they're stable with their families, they're responsible. I want you to think of 5 names and quickly write them down.
Gente responsable, gente que tenga familia, gente que tenga una carrera, gente que ya tenga edad establecida. Quiero que piensen en 5 nombres en este momento y les vamos a dar 60 segundos para que sigan pensando.
We need music for like this 60 seconds, Sergio.
Necesitamos música para los 60 segundos.
So again, I want everybody to just work on, just right now, I want you to work on 5 names, that's it.
Y ahorita quiero que trabajen simplemente en 5 nombres.
Sergio, do you know what Jeopardy is over in Peru? Have you ever seen the show Jeopardy?
It's like questions, right?
Yeah. There's a little theme music that goes along with Jeopardy when people are waiting to write down their answer. It's kind of funny. That's what we need right now is Jeopardy music. All right, about 20 more seconds again. 5 names, people that are responsible, career-oriented, people that, you know, when you think of them, you just think, wow, you know, they're stable, they have it going on.
Cinco personas que tengan una carrera, que sean responsables, que sean orientados, que tú crees que son responsables, que tengan una familia, que tengan...
Okay, I think time's up. So hopefully you have at least 5. Let's go on to the next one. The next one that I want you to do is I want you to write down minimum 5 names, but you really, if you stretch yourself, you should easily be able to get to 10 here, but at least a minimum of 5. Who do I know that currently has 2 jobs, or who do I know that's always broke? Pretty simple, right? Who do I know that has 2 jobs, or who do I know that's always broke? 5 names.
Ahora, 5 nombres más en este momento de personas que conozcan que no tienen trabajo o que tienen 2 trabajos. Piensen rápidamente.
Here you go. I couldn't help myself, Sergio. So again, we're looking for people. Who do you know that has 2 jobs, or who do you know that is always broke? 5 names, write it down.
Nuevamente, personas que estén sin trabajo, que estén quebradas, o gente que tenga 2 trabajos.
Okay, we're just about there. We're going to give it just about 15 more seconds. I want everybody to make sure that they get a minimum of 5 names.
5 nombres más por lo menos, quiero que estén seguros y quiero que lo tengan claro.
All right, we're going to move on. So now the next one that I want you to do, who do I know that's the most successful? Who are the people that I know that are the most successful people that I know? They own businesses, they have great jobs, the most successful people that you know. I want you to write down 5 names real quickly, as quickly as you can. Whatever comes to mind, just jot their name down.
Quiero que piensen en 5 personas ahora que ya tengan un buen trabajo, que tengan el trabajo soñado, que tengan el empleo soñado, que tengan una empresa grande. 5 nombres de personas que solamente los nombres que se les ocurran en la cabeza, anótenlos. No se pueden equivocar con esto.
All right, real quickly, just 30 seconds. I'm going to play the Jeopardy music here.
Ahora tenemos 30 segundos. Pongo la música de fondo.
All right, we're going to move on. Now, next one, I want you to write down who do I know that's in the beauty and the skincare business? Who do I know that does nails? Who do I know that does hair? Who do I know that does makeup? Who do I know that's in the beauty or skincare business? I want you to come up with 3 to 5 names. Write them down.
Ahora quiero que piensen en 5 personas que están en la industria de la belleza. ¿Quién conozco que hace las uñas? ¿Quién conozco que trabaja en una peluquería? ¿Quién conozco que es un dueño de alguna peluquería, de algún salón de belleza? ¿Quién peina a mi mamá? ¿Quién es la colorista o el colorista de mi mamá o de papá? ¿Quién me atiende a diario cuando voy a verme el pelo? Quiero que piensen en 5 nombres y que los anoten.
Okay, so again, we're looking for 3 to 5 names real quick. Just jot their names down, whoever you think they are. We're going to give you just about 20 seconds, and we're going to move on.
Vamos a darles 20 segundos para que pongan estos nombres y vamos a seguir adelante.
Everybody has somebody that cuts their hair, right? Except Sergio. Sergio's been growing his hair out. Looking sharp there, dude.
Todo el mundo tiene a alguien que le corta el pelo. Menos yo, ¿no?
Okay, so time's up. Next one that we're going to go to is I'm going to give you a couple to think about here, and just 3. I'm going to give you 3 different things to think about. Minimum 5 names. So the first one is, who do I know that has kids that are in college or about to go to college?
Ahora, ¿quién conozco 5 personas que tengan hijos que estén en el colegio o en la secundaria y estén a punto de ir a la secundaria o la universidad? 5 personas, nuevamente.
So who do I know that has kids that are about the age where they're either about to go to college or they're going to be going to college?
¿Quién conoce 5 personas que tienen hijos que están por entrar al colegio o a la universidad o que están ya dentro del colegio?
Or let's expand it a little bit more. Who do you know that has children? Who do you know that has kids?
O extendámoslo un poquito más, ¿a quién conozco que tengan hijos?
And the reason why I say that is because school's expensive. Children are expensive. You know, whenever we have children, it adds additional expenses to our household. So these are people that are looking for ways to supplement their income.
Y el motivo por el cual digo esto es porque los niños son costosos. La gente que tiene hijos usualmente está buscando una manera alternativa de poder generar ingresos. Así que, por favor, 5 nombres de personas que tengan hijos.
Okay, minimum 5 names. Between those two with kids in college, you should be able to easily come up with 5 names. And we're going to go ahead and move on here. Just a couple of more. Who do you know that's unhappy with their job? They just dislike their job. They dislike their boss. They don't like what they do for a living. 3 to 5 names.
Ahora, de 3 a 5 nombres de personas que no les guste su trabajo, que estén hartas de su trabajo, que ya odian a su jefe, que no quieren quedarse ahí.
3 to 5 names should be pretty easy to think about. Somebody that you know that doesn't like their boss, doesn't like their job, they're unhappy, they're unsatisfied with what they currently do for a living. 3 to 5 names.
De 3 a 5 nombres de personas que no estén satisfechos con su trabajo y que estén buscando una nueva oportunidad. Gente que quiera renunciar a su trabajo actual, gente que no esté contento con su trabajo, no esté contento con su vida. 5 nombres de personas que estén buscando algo nuevo.
Okay, moving on. Who do you know that's in real estate? Who do you know that is a realtor that shows homes for a living? They sell homes for a living. Realtors are generally really good prospects. Why? Because they're used to setting their own schedule. They have free time and they are used to being entrepreneurs.
¿A quién conoce que trabaje de repente de corredores de inmuebles? ¿O quién conoce a gente que trabaja corriendo inmuebles? Porque la gente que usualmente es corredora, gente que maneja su propio horario, que son usualmente muy emprendedores, gente que siempre está a la expectativa de nuevas cosas. Son prospectos muy interesantes.
Who do you know that's in real estate? How about this one? Who do you know that is a business owner? Just they own a business, period. They own some kind of business. Doesn't matter what it is. What I've learned is business owners, they're always looking for ways to make more money. That's why they're business owners. They're business-minded.
Entonces, los dueños de negocios son personas que usualmente están buscando siempre nuevas oportunidades. Te recomiendo que busques personas que son dueños de negocio porque justamente son dueños de negocio porque siempre están buscando una oportunidad nueva por ahí.
Real quickly, and I didn't do this earlier, I want to just, I welcome Chiclayo Group and Diego. I want to give a shout out to Team Unbroken out there as well. They're fired up and I just want to say hi to them.
Y tenemos un saludo especial de Travis para el Team Unbroken en Chiclayo, escuchándonos. Gracias, Diego, por conectarte con nosotros. Es un placer tenerte acá con nosotros. Nuevamente, repito, gracias por estar aquí, Dieguito.
So, just through that little process, and guys, you can Google memory joggers online, and you can expand this process. Just download. There's all kinds of them online. It's called a memory jogger. Download it, and I want you to go through the entire process tonight. But just what we did right here, Sergio, in a matter of 10 minutes, they should have 30 to 40 new names just with that process that we went through.
Y la idea es que con este proceso que acabamos de llegar y pueden ayudarse de un PDF que se llama el Memory Jogger de Eric Ward, que lo pueden encontrar en el grupo de Facebook más tarde. La idea es que con esta nueva lista tú llegues en promedio de 30 a 40 personas nuevas a quien poder llamar.
And the key is to take the list that you have right now of 30 or 40, and I want to challenge you tonight to stretch that and try and get yourself to 100 names by tomorrow morning. That's my challenge to everybody watching tonight. Real quickly, just on the Q&A on the chat, tell me who got the highest amount of names?
Rápidamente, número uno, queremos saber cuánta gente han puesto ahorita en la sección de preguntas y respuestas. Cuéntenos, ¿cuántos nombres han llegado a anotar en esa lista en este momento? Y tenemos un reto para ustedes para el día de mañana en la noche. Tenemos que tener una lista por lo menos de 100 personas nuevas. A ver,
Yeah,
así que ¿quién nos ayuda? A ver, en la sección de preguntas y respuestas, ¿cuántos nombres tenemos ahorita?
Yeah, I'd love to see, just through the questions and answers here, if anybody went through that process. If you're on Periscope, I'd love to see how many you came up with as well if you went through that process. So, do I have anybody brave enough to tell me how many names that they have online?
Y alguien que nos pueda decir online en tiempo real cuántos nombres nuevos tienen esta lista. Well, Travis, while I was translating, I was just helping myself. I got 12 new names, so I have something right now.
And that's good. And you were just translating, so you can easily go back through that process and expand on that.
Yeah, of course. Y para la gente que no está traduciendo, que está en su casita, en la comodidad, escuchándonos, por favor, díganos rápidamente por la sección de preguntas y respuestas cuántos nombres nuevos tienen en esas listas. Rápidamente, compártanos esa información, por favor.
All right, and for the sake of time, we've got to keep moving on, so we'll see if any of those pop up with how many names everyone came up with. But the best ways, I want to close tonight by talking about the best ways to go and share the plan, because at the end of the day, the key is to take these names and fill your appointment book so that you're sharing the plan a minimum of 10 times a week for the next 8 weeks if you want to hit this goal.
Y ahorita vamos a exponer cuáles son las maneras más efectivas de compartir este plan, porque obviamente lo que hay que hacer en este momento es compartir el plan con esas personas de esta lista de la manera más rápida posible.
So the first thing that I would do personally is I would not be afraid to ask people for help.
Y lo primero que les voy a aconsejar es que no tengan miedo de pedir la ayuda a la gente.
You know, we've talked a lot about this in the past. People always want to be a part of helping somebody hit a goal. We all want to be a part of a movement. We all want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves.
A la gente siempre le gusta ser parte de algo más que uno mismo, algo más grande que uno mismo. Y a la gente le es natural totalmente ayudar a la gente. Entonces podemos comenzar por ahí. No tengan miedo de pedir ayuda al resto.
The ones that are on your list, that are friends, that are family members, they're close colleagues, don't be afraid to call when you reach out to them and say, listen, I need your help. I have to show my plan 10 times a week, and I need somebody to show it to. If I made it convenient for you, if I came by your home, if I bought you a cup of coffee, will you help me out?
Sencillo. Oye, ¿sabes qué? Tengo una nueva meta en el negocio en el que estoy y tengo que presentarle este plan a 10 personas en esa semana y si lo hago fácil para ti, si lo hago conveniente para ti, dime qué día me puedo juntar contigo.
Tell people as part of, you're trying to qualify for a very big bonus, for $6,000. And you really want to hit the bonus. To do that, you have to share the plan 10 times a week and just ask if they'd be willing to listen to you sharing the plan.
Simplemente hay que pedir ayuda, hay que decirles, ¿sabes qué? Tengo que mostrarle esto a 10 personas por semana y requiero tu ayuda para eso. Tengo un compromiso personal que cumplir y quiero saber si puedo contar con tu ayuda para esto.
The second thing that I would do is I would either text or inbox all of those people that 2-minute instantly ageless video and then ask if they would be willing to listen to a demonstration or listen to allow me to do a free demonstration or listen to me giving them the plan.
Lo segundo que haría es enviaría el mensaje del Instantly Ageless a muchas personas o a estas personas y simplemente saber si es que puedo, preguntarles si es que puedo ir a hacerles una demostración en vivo y a contarles de qué trata esto.
You've got to get really good at inviting people to sit down with you to view the marketing plan. That's the #1 skill that you need over the next 8 weeks is just inviting anybody and everybody that you can and just tell them you need their help.
Y quiero que te vuelvas un profesional en invitando. Y con esto me refiero a que te vuelvas un profesional en preguntándole a la gente, pidiéndole ayuda para que te ayude con esto.
Inviting someone to the weekly meeting, inviting a few people to the weekly meeting is not going to get you to Sapphire. This is one of those things that requires daily focus, daily management on our calendar. If you really want to earn that $6,000 bonus, you are going to have to go above and beyond what the average person does.
Invitar a un par de personas a la presentación semanal no te va a llevar a este rango zafiro, no te va a llegar a las metas que tú quieres. Para este bono especial hay un esfuerzo mucho más grande y vas a tener que trabajar un poco más fuerte a lo que estamos acostumbrados, pero créeme, va a valer la pena.
Here's the good news.
Esas son las buenas noticias.
Thousands of people, thousands, not just a few, not just 100, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people have already been able to accomplish the same goal.
Y lo más impresionante de todo es que hay miles de personas que ya han llegado a esto. Miles de personas que han llegado a esto. Así que es un objetivo totalmente lograble.
And I believe in each and every one of you. Every single one of you has the talent and the ability to be able to reach this goal. The question is, are you willing to work for it?
Y créeme que mucha gente está dispuesta a lograrlo. Mucha gente.
And only you can answer that question.
Y solamente tú puedes responder a ti mismo si es que eres capaz de lograrlo. Nadie más puede responder esa pregunta porque nosotros confiamos en ti. Sabemos que lo puedes hacer, tienes el talento para hacerlo.
It all comes back full circle to what we started with tonight. When I asked you, how would that $6,000 make a difference in your life? What would you do with that $6,000? That, how important that is to you will determine whether you take this action over the next 8 weeks.
Y déjame decirte que solamente si tú has sido capaz de responderte esa pregunta de la manera correcta sobre si realmente quieres esos $6,000 y sobre si realmente estás dispuesto a hacer lo que fuese por ganártelos, de esa respuesta va a depender que tú tomes acción sobre esto. Esa acción de llamar a la gente, de citarla, hacer esa presentación, todo esto va a depender solamente de ti. Y parte de esa pregunta esencial.
The last thing I would encourage you to do, and I've got to wrap up here because I have a 3-way call coming in here in about just 2 minutes, but the last thing I would encourage everybody to do is find an accountability partner. Find somebody who's equally as committed to hitting this goal as you are and hold each other accountable. Do this with each other. It'll be so much easier if you're running together.
Y lo otro es, encuentra a alguien que esté tan loco como tú como para poder querer lograr esto, júntate con esa persona y te invito a que unidos lo hagan y lo logren y se soporten, se ayuden el uno al otro, porque así va a ser mucho más fácil.
So let's make it happen. Let's go out and make this in October to remember. Let's, I want to see all of you, not only earning that $6,000 that you deserve, but I want to see if you hit that, if you earn the $6,000 bonus, your chances are you're going to qualify to be on that cruise as well. So I want to see all of you on that cruise, sipping pina coladas, sipping umbrella drinks, having a great time. I want to see pictures of all of you on that cruise.
Quiero ver fotos de todos ustedes en ese viaje. Quiero ver fotos de todos nosotros disfrutándolo, porque además yo estoy seguro que si tú calificas el bono de $6,000, tienes totalmente asegurado el viaje a Jamaica. Así que no puedes perdértelo. Rehaz tu lista, comienza a llamar gente y júntate con alguien que esté tan loco como tú para querer lograrlo.
I appreciate you guys Good job, Diego. Diego got 25, Sergio, so good job to Diego, and I'm sure some of you other guys. If you didn't go through that process, then I want you to do it tonight. I want you to keep pushing until you can get as many names as you can, and we start setting appointments tomorrow.
Entonces, estamos listos para empezar. Hoy es el día 0. Listos para iniciar este reto. Hasta el domingo para ser ejecutivos. Felicidades a Diego, que tuvo una lista de 25 personas solamente en esta llamada. Así que ya estamos todos, vamos por más.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. And if there's anything that Summer and I can do to help, please feel free to inbox us. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great evening.
Trabajen muy duro, apalánquense de Summer y de Travis si es que lo desean. Estamos para ayudarlos todos. Yo también, Iris también. Entonces, cualquier cosa que necesiten, por favor, llámenos. Estamos para poder ayudarlos a cada uno de ustedes. Ha sido un placer tenerlos esta noche.
This replay will be available. I encourage you guys to get it up on your team page. It should be available right away. And, definitely go out there and make some posts tonight just about how excited we are. And we'll see you again soon.
Ya nos vemos muy pronto. Esperamos verlos el día domingo en la capacitación dominical. Y el día martes que viene en el siguiente entrenamiento y ya con nuevos rangos en nuestra compañía. Gracias a todos.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Chao, nos vemos. Cuídense mucho.